Why contractors lose $100,000 in leads. The 60-second rule. $100,000 is the staggering amount of potential revenue that contractors are losing every year due to slow response times, allowing hot leads to go cold and slip through the cracks. This is not just a minor leak in the pipeline. It's a full-blown gusher that can be the difference between a thriving business and one struggling to stay afloat. The harsh reality is that for every minute you delay in responding to a lead, the chances of closing the deal decrease exponentially, and before you know it, that potential customer has moved on to your competitor. I've seen it time and time again. A contractor gets a call or an email from a potential customer, and instead of dropping everything to respond, they let it sit, thinking they'll get to it eventually, but eventually often turns into never. The lead goes cold, and the contractor is left wondering what could have been. The truth is, in today's fast-paced world, people expect instant gratification, and if you're not providing it, someone else will. I've worked with countless contractors in the food truck, pressure washing, and landscaping industries, and the ones who are killing it are the ones who are responding to leads in real time. They're the ones who are building relationships, closing deals, and raking in the cash. On the other hand, the ones who are slow to respond are the ones who are struggling to make ends meet. The numbers don't lie, and if you're not taking immediate action on leads, you're leaving money on the table. Subscribe if you are building a blue-collar business, and comment your trade so I can run the numbers for you. The bottom line is that every minute counts, and if you're not willing to put in the effort to respond to leads quickly, you might as well be throwing money out the window. The $100,000 leak is a very real problem, and it's one that can be fixed with a simple shift in mindset and a commitment to taking immediate action. Now that we've established the importance of timely response in converting leads, let's dive into the math behind lost opportunities. For every 10 leads that come in, a mere 1 to 2 conversions are typically realized, which means that 8 out of 10 potential customers are slipping through the cracks. This is a staggering statistic, especially when you consider the time and resources invested in generating those leads in the first place. The truth is, most contractors are leaving a significant amount of money on the table by failing to respond quickly enough to incoming leads. By responding just 10% faster, contractors can increase their conversion rates, which translates into tangible revenue gains. This may not seem like a lot, but when you're dealing with hundreds or even thousands of leads per month, that 10% increase can add up to tens of thousands of dollars in additional revenue. To put it into perspective, if you're currently converting 1 out of 10 leads, increasing that to 1.1 or 1.2 conversions per 10 leads may not seem like a lot, but it can make a huge difference in your bottom line. Understanding this math is crucial for contractors looking to maximize their lead potential. It's not just about getting more leads, it's about converting the leads you already have into paying customers. By focusing on response time and implementing strategies to improve it, contractors can significantly boost their conversion rates and ultimately drive more revenue. This isn't about making drastic changes or overhauling your entire business model. It's about making small tweaks that can have a significant impact on your profitability. The numbers don't lie, and when you start to crunch them, it becomes clear that responding quickly to leads is one of the simplest and most effective ways to increase revenue. By prioritizing lead response and making it a core part of your business strategy, you can start to see real gains in your conversion rates and ultimately drive more money to your bottom line. This is especially important for contractors who are already generating a high volume of leads, as the potential for increased revenue is substantial. Now that we've established the importance of timely responses, let's dive into the solution that's been a game changer for countless contractors: the 60-second response system. This system is all about engaging leads while they're still hot, and it's astonishing how much of a difference it can make in conversion rates. The idea is simple. Respond to every lead within 60 seconds of receiving it, whether it's a phone call, email, or message through your website. This immediate response shows potential customers that you're on top of things, that you value their time, and that you're eager to get to work. Implementing this system requires discipline, but trust me, it's worth it. You need to have the right tools in place, such as a reliable CRM system that can notify you the moment a new lead comes in, and a team that's trained to respond promptly. It's not just about sending a generic automated response, though that's better than nothing. It's about having a real person reach out, ask questions, and start building a relationship with the potential customer. This is where the magic happens, and it's what sets you apart from the competition. The returns on this system are substantial. Contractors who implement a 60-second response system see a significant increase in conversion rates, which translates directly to the bottom line. You're not just throwing money at marketing and hoping for the best. You're actively working to ensure that every lead is maximized. And let's be real, in the contracting business, every lead counts. You can't afford to let opportunities slip through your fingers because you were too slow to respond. The beauty of the 60-second response system is that it's scalable. Whether you're a one-man operation or a large contracting company, the principles remain the same. It's about being proactive, being responsive, and being committed to providing the best possible service to your customers. By doing so, you're not only increasing your chances of landing more jobs, but you're also building a reputation that will serve you well in the long run. Word of mouth is a powerful tool, and when you're responsive and reliable, you'll find that your customers become your best advocates. Now that we've covered the importance of having a system in place to respond to leads within 60 seconds, it's time to talk about the meat of the matter, crafting the perfect SMS script. This is where a lot of contractors go wrong, thinking they can just wing it and hope for the best. But let me tell you, that's a recipe for disaster. A well-crafted SMS script is at the heart of the 60-second response system, and it requires you to be concise, clear, and compelling in your initial outreach. You've got to grab that lead's attention and hold it, all within the span of a single text message. The right script can make all the difference in securing a conversion. And I'm not just talking about any old conversion, I'm talking about a conversion that turns into a paying customer. You want to make sure your script is tailored to your specific business and the services you offer, whether it's pressure washing, landscaping, or contracting. You've got to speak directly to the lead's needs and pain points, and you've got to do it in a way that's both professional and personalized. One of the biggest mistakes contractors make is trying to be too fancy or too sales-y in their initial outreach. Newsflash: it doesn't work. People can spot a sales pitch from a mile away, and it's a major turnoff. What you want to do instead is focus on building rapport and establishing trust with that lead. You want to show them that you're a real person, with a real business, who can really help them solve their problem. So what does a good SMS script look like? It's short, it's sweet, and it gets straight to the point. It introduces yourself and your business, it acknowledges the lead's interest, and it invites them to take the next step. It's not about closing the deal in that first text message. It's about starting a conversation and building momentum. And let me tell you, when you get it right, it's like magic. You'll be amazed at how many leads you can convert into paying customers, all because you took the time to craft a solid SMS script. Now that we've covered the importance of the 60-second rule and how it can make or break your contracting business, let's talk about turning speed into revenue. By embracing this rule and leveraging the power of swift response times, contractors can turn leads into tangible revenue, securing their financial future. It's not just about being the first one to respond, it's about being the first one to provide value, to build trust, and to show potential customers that you're serious about their business. When you respond quickly, you're not just increasing the chances of landing the job, you're also increasing the chances of getting paid more for that job. Think about it. When you're the first one to respond, you're in the driver's seat, you get to set the tone for the conversation, and you get to showcase your expertise. This is where the money is, folks. This is where you can turn a $10,000 job into a $15,000 job, just by being faster and more responsive than your competition. And let me tell you, it's not just about the individual jobs, it's about the long-term effects of building a reputation as a reliable and responsive contractor. When you're known for being quick to respond, you'll get more referrals, you'll get more repeat business, and you'll get more opportunities to bid on big-ticket projects. So don't just take my word for it. Put the 60-second rule to the test, and watch your revenue grow. You'll be amazed at how something as simple as responding quickly can have such a profound impact on your bottom line. Subscribe if you are building a blue-collar business, and comment your trade so I can run the numbers for you.